Hi Aries, welcome to my channel. My name is Kem. So today, Aries, for your meditation session, I got Sandpiper Spirit, Be Playful, number 51, breaking into a 6. The first thing I noticed with the Sandpiper is that he has like a helmet on, and it's reminding me of like kind of like a nerdy energy, like not nerdy, but an energy of like I have to kind of protect myself, right? Like an energy of, when there's like different type of skaters, and like there's a type of skater who like doesn't wear a helmet, doesn't wear knee pads, and then they fall and they get like scraped up really bad, you know what I mean? I feel like that's not you. I feel like whatever the scenario I'm talking about, like I feel like it has to do with love with number 6. It has to do with, and all this green and the 6, it's like it's definitely reminding me of love. So this could be in relationships, or you're about to start some sort of relationship, and the message is to be playful. And I feel like they really want you to be yourself. With like the way that his feet are like splashing in the water, it's just like a lot about like innocence, right? It's reminding me of like a simpler time when we were like kids, right? And you like just went to the beach, or you just went, it rained and there's like a puddle on the floor and you could just play in the puddle. Do you know what I'm saying? Like it was such a simpler time where these little things kind of like they felt good, right? Like there was no need for like big things to happen. It was just like, oh, it rained outside, I got to put my rain jacket on and I got to like step into a puddle, and it was like the best day ever. Do you know what I'm saying? It's like going back to a much simpler time. And I feel like that's what they want you to do with Be Playful. I think there's an element that you like have about yourself that you try to protect yourself with the helmet. It's like you're trying to protect yourself from getting hurt, right? And with the energy of Be Playful, it's like, I don't know if it's like safe for you to love that they're telling you to be playful. I'm assuming that like if they're telling you to be playful, then it's safe for you to like love. But I don't want to assume, but I feel like there's something here about being like not protecting yourself. Like don't think too much about the protecting aspect and think more of like the playful part, right? Like think more of like if when you were a kid you just run out and you wouldn't really think of like all these other things, like your mom kind of thought of them, but you not like, do you know what I'm saying? Like you didn't really think about them, but your mom did, or something, or your dad did, or somebody like helped you out, right? But when you went out running into the rain, you just went out, right? Do you know what I'm saying? Like there was no precaution, I would want to say. So it's like I feel like you're still hesitant, like with the helmet, like you're still a little bit like, I need to protect myself, like out of here. But at the end of the day, like I think that if you heed this message of like being playful, things are gonna come, like things are gonna be different for you, right? Because there's something about this energy that's like, it's just super fresh and it's super fun. So yeah, Aries, I really like this start. Let's pull some cards and see what we got. So Aries, I already feel like I have a connection between two people. I have like the Father here, and then I have with the Integrity card, it like they look like a pair to me. Like they look similar, right? And I feel like with this energy, they both have cups underneath them, right? So there's work that I feel like both of these people have been doing. And I feel like with the 8 of Cups, and like with the 8 of Cups, let's talk about the Emperor. With the 8 of Cups, it's like the energy that this person is trying to sit in, right? Again, we were talking about that playful energy, right? And I feel like this has something to do with it. It's like, this card usually to me means like being open and receptive, right? And I feel like you have to be open and receptive to kind of be playful, or do you need to be playful to be open and receptive? Like these two things kind of work hand in hand. That's what I want to say. Like, again, it's like it's about that helmet, right? It's like you feel like you need that helmet, you need that security, you need that like knowing, right, if things are going to be okay. And or like you don't need to know, but you're going to be cautious about it, and you're not going to just go into something without your helmet. Do you know what I'm saying? Because you don't know if you're going to fall. And I feel like this energy is kind of saying they get that, but at the same time, there's an energy of needing to be open and receptive, right, to the energy that's coming towards you. I feel like there's energy coming towards you right now. There's like an energy of maybe a relationship, an energy of like another person that's kind of in your space, right? And I think the guidance for this person, whether like you're the feminine, the masculine, it doesn't matter. It's the person that's sitting in this energy who needs to be more playful, right? The energy of the person who needs to be more playful, the energy, I feel like this is for this person. The energy for this person to, again, I feel like it's like something that's coming for you that you're kind of letting it come in, right? Because there's an energy of blocking something and there's an energy of like receiving it, right? And I feel like with this Emperor, it's hard for this person to receive it. Do you know what I'm saying? Like the energy's right in front of them and they're like, like, do I really want this? Like, should I go outside? You know what I mean? Like, it's like not that they could care less, right? It's not about that. It's more of like, I need to be safe, right? I need to wear my helmet. I need to make sure like I'm good, right? And I feel like that's what past cycles have taught you. But again, I feel like there's something here about someone trying to tell you that it's okay, that it's safe. Remember in the meditative session, I was like, I'm pretty sure this is safe if you're getting be playful, right? Like I'm pretty sure the energy is to like go for it, right? Because they're telling you to play. You know what I'm saying? Like they're telling you to go for it. So it's like the energy seems to me like that it is okay, right? And I feel like that's what the counselor is here for, right? The counselor, I feel like, is some sort of advice, some sort of obviously like counsel, right? And I feel it's so funny because I kind of thought about whales when I was doing your meditative session. I got so many animals for your session, so I had to like hone in on like the one that I thought was the best. And I thought it was like sandpiper, but I'm seeing whales here. So I feel like the whales are trying to like, I feel like they're the ones that are guiding you to like be playful, right? Like maybe it's like your intuition, maybe it's your like a nudge that you feel, like this gut feeling that it's okay, like it's safe. I think like your mind might not be in that energy, right? Because we have the helmet on the head, right? So it's like your mind might not be in that energy, but I feel like your body is, right? Like you see how his body is like very open and his palms are out and like his chest is out. There's something here about like the body, I feel like being ready, but the mind being like a little bit hesitant. That mind being like, wait, what the hell are you doing? You gotta stop. Like we need to protect ourselves in the situation. Like stop, right? And I think the counselor is here to tell you that maybe it's your higher self, right? Maybe it's your intuition or your unconscious or something, some aspect of yourself. Or maybe it's like an outside influence. Maybe it's like the divine or the universe. It could be so many things, right? Or it could be all of those things. I think with them trying to help you get to this point where you understand that it's okay, right? And like, I think this is what they want you to know, right? Like with the knowledge card and the counselor, it's like, this is like the energy of, again, there's something here with the moon. So it's like, for you, it might be something that's a little bit elusive, right? Like you're not sure. It's like a mystery, right? Like you're not 100% sure on anything. So that's why you bring your helmet, right? And I think that the energy is telling you to kind of be more, again, playful, that it is kind of safe, that it is going to be okay, that you do know, like I just want to tell you, like I think it's going to be safe. I don't think that the helmet is like necessarily necessary, right? Because again, it's more about your mind, right? It's more about your mind telling you that you're ready. Like your mind telling you that it's going to be okay. And I feel like your mind is doing the opposite right now. It's not like relaxed about anything. It's kind of like sitting in this energy of like, like, you know what I mean? Like the mind is not resting at all. The mind keeps going. The mind keeps going. The mind keeps putting like all these scenarios into play of like, what's the worst case scenario? What could this person do to me? And I feel like that comes from like past hurts, and that comes from past fears and things that we've learned, right? And I feel like that's something that you should try to, I want to say like you need to ground yourself, right? You see with the knowledge card, this guy's kind of like outside. Same with like the father, like their feet are firmly planted on the ground. I don't want to say like, I think, you know what? It's either like grounding yourself or putting yourself into some sort of water, right? Because we have the counselor who's literally like in water. Like the card is literally, their head's like in a thing of water. And even here, the sandpiper is on water. And even here, there's like a beach in the background. So I'd want to say for this person, I think like the energy could really be beneficial to you of grounding yourself, which is like firmly taking off your socks and your shoes, going into the grass outside and trying to like give an exchange of energy from you to the earth, right? It's not about like only you stepping on the grass and trying to receive. It's like an exchange, right? And I feel like you're gonna pass that stress out. You know, like it's like if you went into the water, like every pore of you is gonna get that like out, and everything. Do you know what I'm saying? It's like a soothing like cleanse, right? And there's something here about the earth and like needing to ground yourself and needing to get into that cup and earth energy, right? Because your fire, I feel like you're more stable in this like fire energy, this wand energy. But here we have someone who's very comfortable in like the earth, right? So I feel like a message to you guys that's going to help you, aside from like trying to, like a way to soothe the mental mind, right? The mental side, because I feel like you're physically like ready, right? Like you're physically like at a level where you want to be like with someone, right? Or you want to be like close, right? To somebody. And then we have the mind that's kind of like, I feel like it's not stopping you, but it's causing some sort of hesitation or some doubt, right? And I feel like the message is that to be playful, right? One, and two, like that you're being guided to be playful, not because like because you are ready, like to let the mind go, right? Like your intuition is trying to speak to you right now at this time. And I feel like grounding and getting into water would be really helpful for you at this time. So then on the other side, we have this person, right? With the integrity and the Four of Cups. And I feel like this other person, I don't know why, I'm just getting them like together, right? Like they look so similar. I don't know why. Like I've definitely gotten them all together in another reading, but today they're just seeming like a pair. And I feel like there's this other person here. I don't know if they like have done some reflection in their life or are doing some reflecting right now, right? But I feel like this is a person who's like equally like as ready as you are, right? Like, do you see how they're naked and they're just sitting there, right? I feel like both of these people are like physically ready, right? So I feel like the conflict might come from the mind for this person too, because we have like the Four of Cups, and I feel like this is a card of like reflection, right? So it's like what's going on with both of these people has a lot to do with reflection, has a lot to do with the mind, has a lot to do with like, I want to say like thinking, right? And it could be overthinking. Even with the Knowledge card, it's like there's something here about the mental, right? Because I think these two people are scared, right? These two people, like, they're ready, but at the same time, it's like they're stopping themselves, right? And they're stopping themselves not for anything stupid. Like, they're stopping themselves because they're obviously like afraid. They're obviously trying to be cautious. They're obviously like, I feel like these are two people who like know themselves. They know maybe the other person already, and they're like, you know what? There's no need to kind of like rush into things. Let's just see how things go, right? But I feel like that is kind of a form of fear, right? Like not taking control of any situation and kind of just seeing like, oh, let's just see how this goes. Do you know what I'm saying? It's kind of, I feel like it's kind of like a cop-out for these two people, right? Because it's like, I think they both know how they feel, right? With the emotions and the sword, it's like, I feel like both of these people know how they feel about the other person, right? It's like, they know how they feel, right? There's no like mystery here. I think these people both want to be together, right? But with the Mask, right, with the Five of Swords, it's like, here's this mental conflict, right? And I think it's for both of these people. And I think like both of these people have the same message, right? Both of these people are sitting in energy that's ready for one another. But at the same time, there's like an hesitation. There's like, oh my God, let me go get my helmet because I don't know what's going to happen. And it's like, I feel like these two people are preparing for the worst. And I feel like there's something wrong about that. Like, again, I don't want to say there's anything wrong because I feel like it's really smart to protect yourself. But at the same time, I think that it's like doing a disservice to this relationship that both people are sitting in the mind and not like letting things happen, like going with the flow, right? Again, for this person might need to like ground themselves, put themselves in some water, put themselves on the earth. Like, again, they're naked sitting on the earth. So there's an energy here of like needing to both like ground each other. And I had this reading in my pick a card where the Jaguar was the sign of the divine feminine. So it's like, I feel like this is the feminine and this is the masculine, right? The father and the mother. Well, the father and the integrity card. But again, I think this person is safe, right? Because they are coming out in the integrity card, right? So it's like, I think both of these people are just hesitating not because like they're because they're scared, and because I feel like it's a cop-out, right? It's like safer to just like put a toe in than to just dive deep in, right? And I feel like the message is kind of to dive in, like to get your feet wet, like to go into the water with Sandpiper Spirit, be playful. Like maybe this is for both of them. But I feel like there's a degree, right? Because this person's kind of already naked, whereas this person's kind of like they're about to get there. Do you know what I'm saying? Like maybe the feminine energy is in an even more receptive energy, and it's the masculine that's a little scared. There's something here though that both these people are maybe mirroring each other a little bit, where they both like feel scared, right? And they're both kind of like, let's just take this slow, and let's just go slow, because there's no point in rushing. Like if this is meant to be, it's meant to be. But I would like to say that like the energy is to be playful. The energy is to experience this to the fullest. I want to say like get in the water, right? Like don't just put your toe in the water, get your whole body in the water, like jump into the water. Do you know what I'm saying? Go ground yourselves, go like center yourselves out, because both these people I feel like have very deep emotions for one another, and I feel like they just don't want to mess it up, so they rather go slow. And again, there's nothing wrong with going slow. I just feel like this is meant to be like a very, very, very like beautiful union, right? Because I have the Destiny card and the Intuition. So it's like with 16 Destiny, it's like, I don't know if these two people are meant to be together, but it's like, there's definitely like a hint towards that way, right? Like these two people are meant to be around each other at this time. Do you know what I'm saying? Like this is just, with the Destiny card, I feel like it's not that it's meant to be, but it's like, these two people are in each other's lives for a reason at this point in time, for a reason. And it's like, there's no need to deny like how the other feels, right? Like I feel like it's really clear as day that both these people really care about each other, that they both want each other, that there's like a desire for one another, right? So it's like with the Destiny card, it's like we don't need to like be so much in the mind and like wearing masks of like how we truly feel. I feel like the advice is to get into your, like ground yourself, go into water, cleanse yourself, right? And like ask for help, right? Because you do know inside like the answers, and Spirit is here to help you. The universe is like guiding you. Everything is like aligned. I feel like there's something about alignment. Like the timing is right now. With Destiny, it's like there's no other time but like right now, right? And I think these two people just have to be ready to jump in to the water. That's what I want to say. Like get ready to like jump in. That's what I'd want to say. And I feel like with the Intuition cards, like both of these people know. I feel like this person's doubting this person if they know, and this person's doubting if they know. And I'm here to tell you, like, both of these people know. So yeah, Aries, I love this freaking reading. Let's pull some advice. We already have Sandpiper Spirit, be playful. Let's see if any Divine Feminines want to come out. So you guys got Zhou Zhuanjing, the mystic of peace. I am peace. When my mind is clear, the way is clear. This is exactly what I'm talking about like go into some water, go and ground yourself. There's a need to like be at this peace, right? To be at this energy of where the mind is kind of shut off, right? Where the mind is kind of calm. Because once the mind can be calm, then our real emotions can come through, right? Our real feelings about the situation can come through. The mind is going to keep saying, you know, it's never going to shut off basically until we like elect it to shut off. And I feel like the only way for the mind to shut off so we can actually know what our body is like wanting is for you to be at peace, right? And it's like once we're able to come out like on top of our minds, right? And once we do this grounding, we get into this water and we are able to get out of this like sword energy, then I feel like the answer will be really clear, right? And then once the answer is clear, I feel like this can come together. There's something here. You guys got Mashing Labdron, the diamond-hearted Dakini. I see the light in my own darkness. I face my ego beliefs to feel free. I feel like the reason that you got this card is because there's something about Maching who like she faced all of her inner demons, right? like she knew that like the only way to get peace is to face the inner demon, right? And I feel like that's maybe on the step to becoming at peace, right? Is to face whatever it is that we're feeling. Like, why do we feel this way, right? Like, where's this fear coming from both sides, right? It's not a fear only on the masculine, it's a fear on the feminine. So it's a fear that we both of these people have to face, and that's what's keeping from this love, right? That's what's keeping from this joy, that's what's keeping from this happiness. There's something that these two people need to face in order to come together. There's still like one last part of maybe healing, one last demon to face, right? To understand what it is that's keeping these two apart, what it is that's keeping like me from this person. And once we're able to like figure out that demon, that fear, it's fear, right? And then we're able to like notice it and release it. And I feel like that's what these two people are in the process of doing. And I feel like it's really funny because they're both doing the same thing. I don't feel like this is for one person. I feel like it's for both of them. I feel like both of these people have some sort of, it's not even work, it's like this last part to coming together and to being playful, right? It's like there's something stopping both of them from being playful. So what is it? And if it is fear, then why is there fear? Right? Where is the fear coming from? Is it from a past hurt? Is it from like a past relationship? Is it from fear of us being inadequate or fear of them being inadequate? Like, what is it that we're fearing so that we can let it go, so that we can be in peace, and then we can like actually come together with the 6, right? With this playful energy. So yeah, Aries, I love this reading. I hope it resonates with you, and I'll see you guys next time. Bye.